mind speakers. Welcome to another episode of THiNK, where I talk about whatever comes to my mind because that's just how my fucking brain works. Ready, let's go. Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus now says that she can't listen to hip-hop anymore. She does like Kendrick Lamar's Humble song, because in Humble he says, show me something real like ass with some stretch marks, so she can get with that. But the rest of hip-hop is just gross and disgusting, and she can't deal with the sit on my dick, bounce on my cock, yeah, sit on my dick, I have a rolling music, is what she says. Miley Cyrus, who while she was playing hip-hop, has done songs with Juicy J.
You say no to ratchet pussy, Juicy J, can't.
And here's what really gets on my nerves. It's the fact that when we were saying, no Miley, we know what you're doing, you just want to shred your Disney image, and so you're using hip-hop culture to do this. When we said, hey, no, you're not allowed to take from hip-hop culture and do that, a lot of other people turned around on the people that said that and were like,
oh, you have to let her be her and let her grow up, and other people can be a part of hip-hop.
No, other people can be a part of hip-hop, but you're not allowed to use hip-hop as your little scapegoat. And then after you're allowed into hip-hop, something that is very diverse in subject matter, you think that now that you're done with it, that you can run back to home on the range and to gain your country music following back and just act like hip-hop music is just, oh, all of it is come sit on my dick, bounce on my cock. That's how you feel? And I'm not gonna sit here and act like Miley Cyrus isn't talented, because that's not the truth. Miley Cyrus is very talented, but she's talented at what she does. What the fuck I don't want to be a part of is Miley Cyrus twerking on Robin Thicke like a fucking ass clown and going tits out for Terry Richardson and thinking that hip-hop is cute as long as she can use it as a gimmick when she's swallowing a load full of Mike Will's made it. That's the only reason she was here in the first place. And now that she's done with breaking out of that Disney image and letting everybody know that she's not a child anymore, she's right back in her goddamn dungarees in a field somewhere taking pictures saying, oh, it's me, Miley, I'm right back to where I belong. Yeah, fuck you. And the next time we speak to somebody who does this and uses hip-hop just for their own personal gain and not for the advancement of the culture or for actually loving it, all of you that criticize us for criticizing Miley need to shut the fuck up and let us do it. I hate parody accounts, like especially on Twitter and shit, because they really get on my nerves. Like, first of all, they're always named something like Bryson Tiller with 3 L's or Young Thug with no U or something stupid, and they'll use the same Abby as the celebrity they're impersonating, and then they'll always say something really like fake deep and stupid, like do your own thing and ride your own wave, or something really like just like what? I'm down for inspirational quotes, I think they're great, but you're not Bryson Tiller, so like, why don't you want credit for your work or for your inspiration? Like, I don't get it. You're not. Stop. So right after I got finished going on my SZA rant on my last THiNK, SZA released Love Galore with Travis Scott, which is a song that we had heard because she premiered it at a party in like December or something, but we had heard off a phone recording, but it finally got released. And I mean, listen, it's a great song. I'm very happy that SZA has finally found that medium. I feel like Love Galore is a song that SZA can be SZA and be 100% authentic and be able to translate that into being like a mainstream type of thing, because SZA really does march to the beat of her own drum, and when you do that, you can either sink or swim. But I feel like this is the happy medium where people will be able to get into SZA and appreciate her while she's still being genuine and not having to dumb herself down for the public by any means. She also announced that she's signed to RCA, which is the same label as Tinashe, which, I mean, I'm a little bit like skeptical about RCA and the way they handle Tinashe, so I mean, I can't say that I'm like ecstatic about it, but I have faith that whatever team SZA has behind her will help her do the best that she possibly can, and if something bad happens with SZA over there at RCA, I'm willing to cut necks, so it just is what it is. She also released the video for Love Galore at the same time, which I felt was a genius idea. I love when artists do that. And it's directed by Nabil. Nabil is the king of visuals. He directs the most like epic, just like awesome videos. He also did Looking Ass Nigga for Nicki Minaj in 2 Weeks by FKA Twigs. You know a Nabil visual when you see it. And so when I saw SZA up there singing with all these fucking butterflies flying at her and it was in like widescreen, I could automatically tell that it was a Nabil visual. So Nabil, you're awesome. SZA, you're awesome. Nabil and SZA get together and just do more of that. I want more of that. What I think a lot of people don't realize because they're too busy just having fun is that friendships do take work. Everybody that you're friends with, you guys may not live 3 seconds away from each other. You guys may have conflicting schedules. Things get crazy while you're growing up. But there has to be a time where the excuses stop. There has to be a time where you say, you know what? I know this may be going on, that may be going on too much, but I fucks with you. And because I fucks with you, I'm gonna take this opportunity to put this time into this relationship and drive the 2 hours, the 3 hours, and do whatever I have to do to make sure we're spending time together or to make sure that we're still connected. I'm the type of friend that wants to be involved in memory making, right? We're making memories together. I hate that every time you get around certain people that you have to sit around and discuss the same memories that may have happened 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 years ago. Like, I don't want to talk about high school anymore because I really don't fucking care about anyone that I went to high school with. It's such a long time ago that I don't want to keep having to reminisce. So the moral of the story is act like you give a shit, because if you don't act like you give a shit, then people will start treating you like you don't give a shit, and when people treat you like you don't give a shit, you get left out and your feelings get hurt. American Idol's coming back. which, I mean, I don't know who asked for that. I think I was a little bit upset when I first heard that American Idol was gonna be taken off of TV because it is something that I did watch a lot while I was a kid. However, once it was gone, I was okay because I really haven't watched since the season where Nicki Minaj was on it, and before that, I don't remember watching for years. So for me personally, I don't care. I think once it became apparent that the shooting percentage for superstars coming out of American Idol was very small, people stopped really caring about the format because you really weren't gonna see any of those people again, and I still feel that way. But hey, if you wanna wait online for 36 hours to get your one shot singing at 3 people who were not Randy, Paula, and Simon, and you wanna give them your best shot for them to drag you on TV, by any means, I'm not gonna talk shit to you. The dream's alive. Beyonce's released an album, Beyonce's in labor, bacon. Those are the 3 reasons why you need to wake me the fuck up. Do not come in my room and fucking shake my shoulders talking about how have you seen the remote. I don't give a fuck if you never turn the channel again. Don't touch me. Do not alert me if Donald Trump got North Korea finally Millie rocking on my block. It's eventually gonna happen, and if I'm sleeping when it's happening, just let me go in peace. Just like, I'm done. I don't want any parts of it. Just let me rest. There's this theory going around that ever since Lala and Carmelo Anthony finally separated, that Lala has just been looking better because she separated from Carmelo or something. No. Let me just preface this whole thing by saying 2 things. One, I remember watching the TRL episode where Carmelo Anthony and Lala met. So love is dead. Let's just say that. Second of all, I am not by any means Lala high because I have said in the past that she has a Forrest Whitaker eye. But she's a very nice lady, and Lala literally is friends with everybody. Like, she's not about drama, she's not about bullshit. So I feel like going through this is probably kind of hard for her. Lala doesn't look good because Carmelo's gone. Lala has always looked good. Y'all just weren't checking for Lala. Like, it has nothing to do with the fact that she lost her man and she gained 400 pounds and now she's like, oh, I need a nigga now. So like, she's going to the gym or something. Like, she looks exactly the same. She's a beautiful woman. She's been a beautiful woman. She looks the same as she looked when she was Lala Vasquez. She looked the same, just as good as she looked when she was hosting the Flavor of Love reunions. Like, Lala's just a beautiful woman. Let her be great. I thought about saying a lot of things about this, but honestly, if you're one of the people who thinks Beyonce's had plastic surgery, meanwhile she's pregnant with twins and is nearing the end of that pregnancy, and she's literally, her face is spreading all over her face, and she visibly looks upset because she's huge and she wants the babies the fuck out of her. If you think that Beyonce, with all this going on, has gone to a doctor and had plastic, like facial plastic surgery to change her appearance, meanwhile her appearance is already ever changing because of her pregnancy, you're a fucking asshole. One pregnancy you guys swore Beyonce wasn't pregnant because y'all were acting like her belly bump was origami when she sat down that one time, and the ruching from her dress folded, so y'all acted like she was never pregnant the first time. Now she actually is pregnant, double pregnant, always upset, annoyed. Her ankles look like fucking oxtails in every shoe. Her nose is all over her face, her lips are getting plump. Like, she's very pregnant and clearly visibly upset about how pregnant she is, and y'all want to talk shit talking about she got facial work done. Leave her the fuck alone. Like, she's doing nothing to you niggas. Like, if you do not know that happens to women when they're pregnant, then you're an asshole and you just should learn some life, because that's just what happens, and it's really not my job to educate the ignorant. That's a conversation you should have had with your mother, and if you didn't, that's her fault. So that's on you and your mom, not me. I originally was gonna get on here and say nice things about TLC, not because I care about whatever album that they're coming out that they took money from y'all 2 years ago. I love TLC, I'm a TLC stan. Fan Mail is probably the 2nd album that I've ever owned in my entire life. I think the first one was Aaliyah 1 in a Million, but the second one was definitely Fan Mail. So I have a history with loving TLC, and yesterday I happened to randomly catch a Facebook Live of them performing 2 of their new songs in England or something, and they weren't bad. Like, I don't want to hear the music, but they performed really well, they danced really well, like they did their thing for them to be like 20-30 years in the business. But then I saw another video in which they're being interviewed, and T-Boz and Chili were sitting in front of this woman who asked about how they feel about Black Lives Matter, and then Short, not T-Boz, but Chili says, oh, I feel like all lives matter. And basically, paraphrasing, basically she says that, you know, if these things were happening to anybody, they would be wrong because all lives matter. If they were happening to white kids or if they were happening to Asian kids, they would be just as wrong. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. No fucking shit. But guess what? It's not happening to them. It's literally only happening to us. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk about All Lives Matter versus Black Lives Matter and why we say Black Lives Matter, because y'all know. But what I am gonna say is, Chili, what you're not gonna try to do is stay neutral in order to not alter the sales of this album, because bottom line is, ain't nobody buying this shit no way. All you did was just take some sales from black folk that maybe wanted to buy your album. You took the sales right out of their mouth because they may have helped you fund it, but now we're not gonna buy it because you just said some horse shit like that. You should just stand by the people that support you. You saying Black Lives Matter and meaning it would not alienate any of your white fans, because anybody that listens to TLC obviously would know what black people feel about Black Lives Matter at this point in their life. But no, you wanted to take the safe route and not ruffle any feathers. So try not to do that. You ruffled mine, and now I don't want any of your whack new music, and I won't be buying it because you're fucking out of touch. Now we're gonna move it along to put you on. As usual, if you have any songs that you want to put me on, leave it in the comment box below. Hit me up on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. I'm on all social media as 20 Days of June. Also, before I forget, like I fucking forgot last week, I put together a Put You On playlist, which has all the songs that we pretty much discussed, plus some other ones that I may not discuss but that I like. I put them all together in a YouTube playlist that I will link you down below. It's a way to keep track of whatever music I'm listening to, or whatever music you guys put me on, or whatever music we discuss here, just to keep a database of music that should be listened to that's not being brought to the forefront, because music is a business and some people just don't play the game the way the game needs to be played to get your music out there. This week I'm putting you on Say It Again by H.E.R. Fantastic R&B record. I've heard of her before, but I didn't understand that she had a very like mystique thing about like her like appearance. Like apparently she's on some Sia shit where like she don't want to be seen or she don't want to be known, but people know who she is because she's grown up and like her name is Gabby or something. Whatever, it's a dope record. It's all about two people who've been all about that chit chat, but now it's time for them to get down to business. It's just a good R&B record, and I hope you guys have a good time listening to it, and you guys can play it when you're getting down and dirty and getting ready to make babies. So I'm gonna put you on H.E.R. Say It Again in the description box below. And that's it for today's Think Tank. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce.